Hello, everybody, and welcome to Athletic Definition. I am your host, Santa's favorite podcaster, Coach Ray Z, and welcome to the Merry Fitness Extravaganza, day 8 out of 31. You've tuned into the hottest podcast in the North Pole. Find out why 4 out of 5 reindeers agree that this is the show to be at. Today, we're going to talk about Santa me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Mañana I messed that up. Si tengo muchas novias, hoy tengo una, mañana otra. Well, no, Santa. No. What do you think? I like the ho-hos hoes? I'm not about that. I mean, I gotta be honest. I do like big Christmas trees and I cannot lie. But we're moving on. No, really, Santa came to me and he asked me, what are some good last minute Christmas gift ideas for the fitness people? We're running out of time, people. Christmas is around the corner. So I thought today I would give you some ideas that I saw because I saw all these articles of different magazines and just stores putting out top Christmas gift ideas for fitness people. And some of them I didn't agree with. So be sure to stick around to the very end. I'm going to give the 5 you shouldn't give. And then I'm going to give you 10 that you should that are, I think, pretty good original ideas. One I did see in a couple places, and I got to say, I agree. A journal, a personal journal, a fitness journal, a goal journal. There's different types out there. Some are nicer than others, cost different than others, but shipping's pretty quick, or you can go to the store and hopefully find one. They're good because there's something different about just writing down your thoughts and your goals versus typing it into your cell phone or speaking it to Siri. So a workout journal, I highly recommend. It's a quick, easy, fast gift that you can find. And if they've never used one before, I definitely think that someone who is into working out will enjoy tracking their workouts. Number 2 is a yoga wheel. And, I think a lot of us have heard of yoga mats, but maybe not a lot of people know what a yoga wheel is. Yoga wheels are very helpful to help you stretch out and to get some certain flexibility that you normally can't hit those ranges without it. So to me, a yoga wheel would be very helpful. It's also not too expensive. You can pretty much pick them up anywhere. And if not, I'm sure that those are still available to get to you shipping to your home before the holidays are over. Another alternative is a gym bag. If your loved ones like to go to the gym bags are always helpful. We're always sticking so much stuff into our gym bags. So a good, strong gym bag is a great gift idea, especially if they have one that's old or kind of stinky. Different types of gym bags, depending on the type of sport they do, you can look into it. But a gym bag is always a good welcome gift. Speaking of gym bags, here's another idea that maybe you never thought of to give someone, especially if they go to the gym. One of those toiletry bags. Some of us may not have one, but it's good, where you put in maybe your personal shampoos or whatever. I know a lot of gyms do have their personal shampoos, but some people like to take, their toothpaste, their deodorant. So those are good. Those are handy. Those are a great gift idea, especially if the person you want to give the gift for goes to the gym. Besides that too, they're good if they travel a lot, for competition. It's always good to have a little bag with everything you need. The other one I saw, this is probably the most expensive one I'm going to talk about. But if you know, I'm a huge runner, 57 marathons. However, I hate treadmills. I don't do treadmills. I know they're really good to do speed work, and they are good if you live like in a place where there's a lot of fire, bad quality air, like I do in Los Angeles. They are good for that. But there are walking pads, and basically they don't even have the top part to hold on to. They're just like pads, and the low end starts at $235, the cheapest one I found, and they go up from there. So just think of it like as the treadmill, but just the bottom part. And most of them seem to hold up to 220 pounds. So they're really easy to slide under your maybe stand-up desk, especially a lot of people are still working from home. So a walking pad is something you can look into. And then this one I've tried, but I can't say I've actually done a full workout. I think it's a great idea. They're called kettle grip, and you can basically attach it to any dumbbell so that way you can have a kettlebell version of that weight. Now, they're $35 each, so that's not too bad if you already have a nice dumbbell collection with a variety of different weights. If not, at $35, just depending on the weight, I think I might, me personally, I'm a huge kettlebell guy, kettlebell certified. So I do like kettlebells. I have quite the different weights. I got a couple 15s, I got a 10, a couple 5s, 20s, 25s, 30, and up to 35 as far as kettlebell. And then the dumbbells too. There's a difference, in my opinion, between training with a kettlebell and then training with a dumbbell. But it's a good alternative, as I mentioned, if you already have a full dumbbell set and you just don't want to spend more money and take up more space. Besides that, I think I'd rather have the dumbbell and kettlebell set, but it all just depends on your money and how much space you have. Another good gift idea that I think everybody who is an outdoor type of workout person, or even if you don't and you drive to the gym, are a good pair of sunglasses that, are polarized and have the correct protection for the eyes. I know when I play early morning basketball, maybe not right now as much because the sunlight, but usually the sun comes out. It's really hard to see at certain parts of the park because I play outdoor basketball, and I use my sunglasses. I just use a cheap pair, but for running, there's a really good pair too that doesn't move. And then just depending on your sport, different types of glasses, some lighter than other, but that's something that I think any fitness person would appreciate. Here's another idea for, I would say, I've seen this as a gag gift a lot, but really, if you want to give a gift, I'm talking about good pairs of socks, like those high tech socks that you see for, depending on the type of athlete, basketball, football, running, the kind that don't that guarantee, like, for example, don't cause blisters. So lots of different types of socks. And last year, you can check it out. No, 2 years ago, I did on my Coach Razy YouTube. You can go check it out. How to put on your socks, because there's a proper technique on how to put on socks. John Wooden, one of the greatest basketball coaches in college and coaches in general of all time, used to, first day when his students would come in, he would teach them how to put on their socks properly. So check out that episode to find out more about socks. And like I said, don't go out and get the 20 pair for $5 that you get in the indoor swap meet. That's not a good gift, but good quality socks, definitely. And then here is an idea for the married people out there who, I know for a lot of people, it's important to always wear their wedding ring. And maybe, not maybe, you shouldn't be wearing, like, if it has diamonds and things like that during active sports, say jujitsu, basketball, anything like that, where you could actually maybe hurt your opponent with the ring. They have flex silicone rings. I know a few people that have them. They tell me basically what they do is they prevent you from pinching your fingers. So that is a great gift idea. I didn't really get a chance to see how much they were. I'm sure they range. But overall, everyone that I know personally who has them, they're happy with them. Oh, actually, that's number 9. So now we're going to the final one. And this one, the final one, a positive, and then I'll give you the 5 that I think you should stay away from. So TRX, it's very popular. It's all body weight, and you can just buy the actual just bands that come with it. It's all set up. I've actually tried TRX at when I used to go to UFC gym. That TRX class, first time I tried it, I really enjoyed it because it's all body weight. So I like it. The TR bands can support up to 700 pounds. So that's a lot. I guess it comes with a 30-day free trial where you can do on-demand workouts, and you can pretty much attach them to almost anything, including anchoring to door hangers. And it starts at about $125. So maybe, honestly, that's not too bad of a gift for what it does and how effective it is. TRX, I highly recommend it. If you've never tried it and you want to try it maybe before you actually invest in it for yourself, you can also check to see what gyms offer TRX classes. All right, so these are the ones that I'm going to say I would recommend not getting them. Me personally, if someone gave these to me, I would be like a bit disappointed in them and be like, I don't really find the use. And I saw a couple places recommend this. And the first one is an acupuncture mat and pillow set. They're just basically where you lay down. It's supposed to be like acupuncture, but they're really like little plastic circles. They look like stars. All it's kind of just picture a yoga mat, and one side has all those little things. It's not really quite acupuncture, as it is scientifically. There's still debate on how effective it is or isn't. And just from what I saw, I think you could, they're talking about you could step on the pillow for your feet to, what's it called? Reflexology, I believe. So there's different uses supposedly, but really there's no hardcore concrete proof that they're effective. And me personally, I think, getting a baseball and stepping on the bottom of it, it really helps break up that tissue. It would just be more effective and probably be more useful, even foam rollers more than the acupuncture mat and pillow. If you've ever used it and completely disagree with me, I'd love to know. Be sure to drop it in the comments. And then the next one that I see, and there's different versions of it, yoga, uh, but basically they're workout dice. And it's a game where you you know what it reminds me of? Well, I'll tell you what it is first. They're dice, and each side tells you like 5 burpees or 10 jumping jacks, wild card, and you throw them, and it's basically kind of telling you what your next exercise will do. You can set a time limit like 30 minutes, 1 hour, and it basically reminds me of it's a what they call a jail workout when you get a deck of cards. Ray Lewis does a version of it, and he talks about just flipping the cards over in 52. And when you flip the cards over, that's how many push-ups you do. So it reminds me of a jail game, and I think me personally, I would I wouldn't find it fun. I don't think I would use it. I'd probably put it back up on like eBay or something. So stay away from the workout dice. But if you use workout dice and you've gotten great results, please be sure to let me know in the comments, because I've never met anybody in my life that said, hey, guess what? I started shedding pounds, or look at my abs, or I got really fit and trim using workout dice. Never heard it. Never. So be the first. The second one is I saw this for people who like to go hiking, and when it's really hot out, you could take this when you go running, and I just thought it was like the dumbest thing ever. And the best one is $180. So to me, it's like a waste of $200 because tax. But they're portable neck fans, and they have like a little steel plate, a cooling bar, a couple of them, different versions of them to help you stay cool. And then most of them just blow hot, dry air, and they don't really keep you cool. From what I saw a few reviews on it. I've never tried one. And if you go back and check out, my top fitness books for this year as a gift idea, if I've read David Goggins' book, Can't Hurt Me, and I'm working on his second book, Never Finished. And I just think like he would just laugh at that. Like, what is this? You're supposed to be hot when you're out running. Unless you have, some sort of medical condition, which I understand. And let's say you want to take a family member, they have some medical condition, they got to stay cool. I know some people that have they can't be out in the sun. They have actual medical conditions. If for that, I could understand, but normally, no, you want to go out, and part of the building the tolerance to heat, the resistance, the making you stronger. And from what I saw, like I said, there's cheaper versions of it, but you get what you pay for. And if the best one on the reviews that I seen was 180, and he wasn't really bragging about it, so I would stay away from the portable neck fan as a gift. All right, the next one is a balance board trainer. And I don't know if you guys have seen this. They kind of look like skateboards, mini boogie boards, and it's like it would look like a foam roller on the bottom, and you kind of just basically balance back and forth, back and forth. Kind of looks like surfing. It looks a little bit fun. I'm not gonna deny that, but honestly, and it's really not too expensive. I think it was starting like at 35. I'm sure they go up, but really, as far as I know, now I don't surf, I don't skate anymore, and snowboard, I've done it a few times, but I don't really think that what you do on there is going to translate to any sort of sport or any sort of competition that you will actually get some sort of benefit. Like it's just a cool novelty. But unless I know a bunch of snowboarders or surfers or skaters are using it to train, let me know because it's supposed to help with your core and your stability. To me, there's just way more effective workouts you can do for your core and your stability than the balance board trainer. And as I mentioned, it's just like it's not really specifically working on anything. I can't think of any point when you're playing football or soccer or basketball where you're going to be balancing on a board and you're going to need that sort of type of balance. So really, you're kind of working and training on something that you will never really need. Even right here in Los Angeles, California, where we're supposed to have a big earthquakes, I don't think that that'll help me stop me from falling or anything like that. So I would stay away from it. If you use that a lot, if you think it's a great training tool, once again, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know. Drop it in the comments. And then the last one, there's different variations, and I've had the original and the variations. And me personally, I think it sucks. I don't like it. And they're cooling towels. The cooling towels are supposed to be, once again, for when it's really, really hot. You put a towel on you and it's supposed to keep you cool. I don't really think that they work that good. I think I still have a couple. I never use them. I actually love the heat. I love the heat. I'm learning to love the cold, but when it's really, really hot, that's when I like to go and start training. Of course, gradually, because no one's trying to die in a heat stroke or anything like that. But yeah, cooling towels, they were a big gimmick, and I can't remember when. I remember Dwayne Wade was one of the sponsors and a couple other people, but have you ever seen, even after he sponsored it, you never saw Dwayne Wade wearing that in any NBA game? You never saw him wearing that like outside. I've never seen anybody wear those cooling towels pretty much anywhere. And as I mentioned, I don't really think that they're that effective, or if you're going to be putting it over your head, kind of like just completely draped, and it really gets you more wet. So, not a big fan of those at all. So I hope everybody enjoyed these Christmas gift ideas for the fitness person in your family, loved ones, or maybe for yourself. Also, the ones that you should stay away from. I will be back later today with Christmas workout music. Can you work out to Christmas music or can you not? Well, the findings came out of the top 10 Christmas songs, and I'm going to be going over them, providing you a breakdown.